Good morning, Lake Allatoona. What's happening, good folks? Good morning to you. Coming to you currently live right now. Won't be live when you guys see this, but coming to you from Altoona Lake, Lake Allatoona. Fishing it for the very first time. We're gonna see what we can get into. Got a little fog coming across the water. Looking kind of ghostly out here. But they got everything out here. Striped bass, hybrid bass, largemouth bass, spotted bass, crappie, you name it. So we should definitely be able to get into something. So y'all hang in there. Let's see what we can hook into. Feel like it's gonna be a good day today. Pretty sure I should be starting with the top water. And that's what I'll probably tie on here. Should be prime for this time of morning. But something is telling me that this is what they want. So we're gonna go with this. All right, that's what we got. New Ayu. That's the color of that worm. New Ayu. There we go. Come here. Oh, that took forever. That took forever. Oh, looks like a spot. I think we're out here for 2 hours and we finally hooked into one. Hopefully there's going to be more, but as part of figuring out a new lake, figuring out where you need to fish, what you need to use. So let's get some more. There we go. Another spot, small though. Y'all are getting that hook in you. All right, folks, that's 2 for the morning. It's going slow, and the ones that we've been catching are small, but we're figuring something out. Caught the last 2 on a robo worm, so we're gonna continue fishing that until we can figure something else out. But number 2. Now, you all saw what I initially started with. Because of the conditions, when we first got out here, the water was calm. It had that nice little fog on top of the water. So I was thinking that top water was going to be the key. That was going to get us our first fish, but obviously that didn't work. So we switched from a top water to a chatterbait to a suspended stick bait, crankbait. We put on the worm, different colors, and finally we made another color change, and now we have a robo worm. It's evergreen on top, brown stripe, and gray underbody, and we have that paired with a 1/8 ounce shaky head jig. So that's what's caught us our last 2 fish, or our only 2 fish. So we're gonna stick with that, and that's why I say it's always important, regardless of whether you're fishing a familiar body of water, a new body of water. You got to figure out a pattern. You got to figure out what the fish want, and once you do that, it's definitely going to help you get more fish in the boat, in the kayak, whatever you're fishing in or fishing from, even if you're fishing from the shore. So figure out a pattern and stick with it. All right, folks, when you see structure like this, sunken trees, sunken logs, don't be afraid to cast up in it. A lot of times that's where a lot of your bass are hiding, lying in wait. If you're worried about getting hung up, well, you ought to know it's part of the game. And most of the time you're fishing a worm and you got that hook slightly buried in the plastic, so you should be good for the most part. All right, my worm is getting some attention. Let's reel in, feel the weight, and then we're gonna set the hook. Just like that. All right. Woo! Down, down. Okay. He got off right in the boat, but he's still in the boat. All right, this is the 3rd one, and they've all been small, but I tried to talk you guys or walk you guys through what I was doing or what I was experiencing. But when you're worm fishing, one individual asked me, how do you know when to set the hook? But I toss it out there, let it sit for a while, give it a couple of twitches, and reel it back to the boat slowly. When I feel taps on the line, it could be a bluegill, it could be a bass. So what I'll do is slowly reel in, and once I feel the weight of that fish, that's when I set the hook. And that's what we did here. So we'll go ahead and let him go. All right, folks, I think we're gonna call it a day. Things are starting to heat up out here, and I don't mean by the way of fishing. That sun is beaming, and it's starting to bake me. It already shut my camera down, and yeah, I think it's a sign for me to go. As you guys can see, not every day out on the water is going to be a bass busting, adventurous kind of day. It just doesn't work that way all the time. I'm not just going to bring you guys content when I'm catching fish. I want you guys to see and experience the reality of how fishing really is sometimes. You may come out here and not catch a single fish, but I don't want you to get discouraged. I just want you to, if you're a recreational fisherman like me and not a tournament fisherman, it's okay to come out here, not catch a thing, and just enjoy your surroundings and the views. So as always, till next time, till next video, y'all be easy.